Hey guys, Danielle Collins here, just reporting on the month that was September. Thanks for joining me. Jumping straight into sales, guys, at the time of recording this, we're sitting on 124 advertised properties on realestate.com. As always, we see a large majority of that sitting in the South Hedland market to a much smaller proportion sitting in the Port Hedland market. For September, we saw 28 recorded under offers by all agents across the town. Happy to report that 20 of those were conducted by Team Hedland First National and 10 of those by my direct team. So again, a super active month when it came to under offers. As well as all of the super busy under offers for the month, guys, it was actually a very active month when it came to settlements for our small team. We saw 12 settlements for the month of September, a lot of those to owner occupiers. It was a really cool month. You're seeing everyone on your screen right now, super busy, and just shy of $6 million worth of transactions went through for settlements this month. So that was really cool for our small team. To match the amount of stock that we're selling at the moment, guys, it'd only be fitting if it was the revolving door of stock coming in as well. We're very blessed to have quite a large pipeline of stock coming down the chutes. We listed 16 new properties for the month of September, and not even all of those are online yet. So don't panic, buyers, there is still more properties coming, but it's great to see them being snapped up as quickly and for the fantastic prices that they have been, which is showing the strength in the market right now. Jumping into leasing, guys, at the time of recording this, we're sitting on 72 recorded properties on realestate.com for rent. As always, most of that stock is in South Hedland, with a much smaller proportion sitting in Port Hedland. We saw 21 properties go under application for the month of September. Happy to report that $1,975 was the highest lease. Funnily enough, this was actually for an apartment, a 2-bedroom plus an office with ocean views in Pretty Pool. I've sold a lot of these Coonahan units, but they are cracker prices being achieved. So well done on the owner on that massive lease. Also, team, it needs to be noted that we're sitting at a 1.2% vacancy rate. It's tiny, so hence why only 21 lease. We have nothing to lease. Fantastic problem to have, and this is reflecting in increasing renting prices. While we're talking about leasing, guys, I'm going to shuffle slightly sidewards to our short-term accommodation. A lot of people may not know this is even an option. It's only a new thing that we've launched in the last 6 months, but Hedland First National do control a lot of the short stay accommodation in the West End. It was announced today that we are currently sitting at a 70% occupancy, soon to be 80%, with lots of community partnerships for non-profit organisations where discounts are available, and with a few more properties coming online. So for any companies or anyone coming even to visit, if you do need the short term, it is a minimum of 5 days, a maximum of 3 months. There's some really great options, and I'd encourage you to jump onto our webpage. All the details are on your screen right now. Before I move into industry, guys, our leasing team and property management team put through a 6-monthly synopsis, just reflecting on what's been happening in all things property management, pricing, trends, everything we're kind of seeing behind the scenes when it comes to the PM side of our business. If you haven't already received a copy of this, please send me a message. Happy to share that. There's lots of insights as to what's driving the property management side of things, more importantly, the rents here in Hedland. Jumping quickly into industry, guys, as always, I'd encourage you to jump onto my Facebook page. Everything is there and in live time, and of course in far more detail. The first story, guys, is about the Port Hedland International Airport. 2 stories actually. The first one being there's talk of the Bali direct flights again. Yay! To be fair, this was talked about last year as well, so we're still waiting. But in defense, I have personally flown directly from Port Hedland to Bali many times pre-COVID. So it is exciting that that's being talked about and bringing that back to us. We're only a 2-hour direct flight from Indonesia, so it's actually quicker to go to Bali than it is Perth. So let's watch that space, because I know us locals are very eagerly waiting for those flights to reopen. As well as the Bali flights, guys, it was also announced and the ribbon was cut that the solar farm that is now effectively running all power for the airport was actually officially open this month. So that's a massive project. You see it as you fly in, but well done on the town Port Hedland for taking the green initiative and opening that solar farm. While we're talking all things solar, BHP made an announcement that they are in the processes of investigating a 45 kilowatt mega solar farm just outside of Hedland. The idea is that once this solar farm is up and going, it will effectively run 100% of its entire Port Hedland operations. This is massive. So we're watching that space very closely, and it's all in an aim to be all green and carbon friendly for the environment. And again, guys, it's a race to being who can be the greenest. We saw FMG go into a partnership of around $2.8 billion with Liebherr Group on basically green energy powered machinery. So that's really exciting, up and coming. And again, all in the name of trying to go green and cut all their emissions. So there's lots around that space as well. And guys, it just wouldn't be fitting if we didn't talk about Gina and Roy Hill. So it was really interesting. She came up for a forum. She actually talked about tax cuts, which is something that definitely her father was lobbying for. So that was an interesting conversation. But more importantly, she's had the federal backing for a $6 million expansion. So that's really exciting. And again, some space that we're watching, because the more output that we can get out of this port means the better for the entire community. And then there was lithium. So it's interesting because we saw China close one of its major lithium mines, which has actually seen a kick-on effect to the share prices of lithium here in the Pilbara and also in Australia. So again, that's a space that we've been watching very closely, but that's been a great thumbs up with obviously the recent closures of the Chinese market mines. And guys, that's a wrap. We are midway through the WA school holidays. One more week to go. Woo! Bring on school going back. Open homes will be reduced just while we are in the school holiday period, but they will resume as soon as school is back and everyone's back from their leave. If we can help you with any of your property goals, whether it's sales, leasing or commercial, you know where to find us, and we look forward to seeing you again next month.